What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to take a break from talk about gaming stuff today and just talk about, I guess, the other side of what my channel's about and what I want to focus on, which is veterans and helping the veteran community. So I honestly haven't been that big into the veteran community, and so that's kind of what what I want this year to be about is, for one, trying to give back more and to just get more involved in some of the companies you can, some of the groups and organizations that are centered around helping veterans all around, the state, for sure, the world, all that. So yeah, that's going to be about. I'm going to talk about just a few of them, ones that, for one, I say, know a little bit about, know some of the people that have started it, met with a couple of them, and ones that I've just heard are really good. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you can stay up to date on new videos that come out. I've been kind of lacking in trying to getting out new content last little while, and part of it is kind of what I want to talk about today is the fact that veterans need community. Everyone needs community. It's kind of I would say the biggest thing that's lacking in today's world is, our digital age has gotten more and more, and even my passion, what I like to do, what the channel's about, which is gaming, has kind of made people less and less social, and kind of gotten that community to shift. And and I've noticed over the last few weeks that I kind of got into a rut where I'd go just kind of going through the motions, and guess was kind of hitting the low point of not wanting to do much, not wanting to go out, not wanting to hang out with people. I just kind of wanted to just be a bum, be a hermit. And so yeah, I'm hoping not only try and do more with YouTube, but getting more into the veteran community and getting more involved in just learning more of the resources out there. I hope will for one, help me stay out of the slump, keep moving forward, and hopefully it'll put some things on your radar and help you guys. All right, so before we get into a couple of the projects and the companies that are specifically made, or they've been built up and they're focused on the veteran community, just kind of want to briefly touch on an issue I think that I'm hoping to bring not necessarily bring light to, but hopefully may put an emphasis on, and as I'm in the age group and the demographic, to kind of help be that change, which is the younger generation don't really get involved that much, and I'm a prime example of, I've never been one to really get involved in a lot of extracurricular things. I did some sports. I did sports and clubs and stuff during school, but really after that, as I became an adult, and really my almost entire time in the military, didn't really get out and do that kind of thing. Kind of just went through the motions, did my time, so to speak, and then would go home. And it I was talking with a colleague the other day of that a lot of these I guess veteran groups, like the American Legion, the VFW, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, some of these groups that have been around, they're established, and they used to have a large group of members. They seem to be I guess getting less and less. You have some here and there that from all age groups, but a lot of time it's some of the, especially for the Veterans of Foreign Wars, there you have a lot of the older ones that fought in the Korean War. You myself, some, I doubt we have any from World War II anymore, but most of Vietnam, and then there's an age gap. You have some, you may have some from the Iraqi War, the Afghanistan War, and then, but a lot of my age ones that basically all of our military service, for those still serving, and for myself that just ended, it was during the time of the Iraq and the Afghanistan War, and myself, as a combat vet, went on a combat deployment. There's not a lot of age groups, and when I was talking to this guy, it was kind of the same thing. I didn't really think about it. I never even thought about joining the VFW. I never even thought about getting involved in that kind of thing. And I think it's one that's going to be lacking, and it's one that as my generation, as the younger generation, as they start going forward and they start fulfilling their military careers and getting out of the military and becoming just a civilian, that hopefully they really think about and they really get into that, so that we can keep it going, we can keep that outreach alive, and we can keep the guess the movement, of the veteran community. Keep it so we are building each other up and staying together and basically watching each other's backs. Helping each other, and that really kind of what it comes down to. And it's something that, if you've seen anything in the world lately, the world is lacking with helping each other. Everyone's at each other's throats. Everyone wants to pick sides. Everyone wants to, attack one another over the dumbest things. And hopefully, hopefully veterans aren't on that boat. And if they are, hopefully they can get out of it and look more inward to being a better version of themselves and helping each other out, helping your community out, and helping the veterans out. So, all right. With that, again, like I said before, I have three companies, 3 projects that I kind of want to go over. Again, this isn't a sponsored type of deal. These are just ones that I've looked up, that I've heard from other people, and ones that I've met individuals that are part of it, and kind of the ones that started it. So it's something that it's important to me, and it's something that I want to become more important to me. As a veteran, I want to help each other, or my fellow veterans out. I want to help people in general, and that's why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, was to try to help people, try to bring the little bit of knowledge I have, and hope that it might help anybody. So the first one I want to talk about is Oscar Mike. Now, I heard this one from a colleague not that long ago, earlier this week, and it's one that they are focused around helping injured veterans, both with getting funding. They have product line, all that kind of thing, and they're focused on helping injured veterans get into sports, get into some adaptive sports, and they have a lot of programs and communities that's what they're focused on. They're focused on, if as veterans, you were most likely you were very active. You were probably even playing a various amount of sports while you were in the service. And once you're injured, a lot of time you lose all that. You're not able to play basketball anymore, football, baseball. You're not able to go on hikes, swimming, that kind of thing, depending on what your injury was. So from what it looks like, again, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it is one that I've heard great things about. And I'll put all the websites for all these projects down below. But definitely you can go check them out, especially if you are an injured vet, or if you know someone that is an injured vet and is struggling with something like that. This could be what they need to kind of get back out there, get active again, get into something where you have that community. You're playing sports with other injured vets, and hopefully you'll help them out. All right, next one is one that actually first heard about this actually while I was camping with my family. A friend of some of my family, they came out and we were talking about this, and it's a company called Beteran. And it's I believe it's kind of that play on word, better veteran, and their whole mission is just that, to be a better veteran, to build up the community, to their mission is empowering veterans, and to basically to be a better version of yourself. And really that should be a job anybody should strive for every day. There should be nothing you're competing against. You shouldn't be competing against anybody. Nobody you see online, nobody you see, in person. Doesn't matter who it is. The only person you should be trying to be better than is yourself. And every day, that should be everybody's goal, is to be just a little bit better than they were the day before. So it's one day at a time. And sometimes it's all you can do. Sometimes it's 1 hour at a time. It's all you can do. So from what it looks like, again, I haven't gone too much into it, and that is my goal this year, is to get into these 3 companies more specifically, but just more in general. But it looks great. They have some really good product lines that a lot of the proceeds go to helping veterans and helping that community, and it's one that it looks great. The products look great, and the individual I talked to was he's a great guy and really passionate about it, and combat vet himself, and just really wants to give back. Right. And the last one I want to talk about is called the Forge Forward project. This one I guess I know the most about, mainly because I am close with the individual that did help start this, and is starting to help build it up. It is very new, but basically their whole mission and their whole day is building up the veteran community, again, just like all these other ones, they all have that common theme. But to help not even just veterans, but law enforcement, first responders, firefighters, but basically anybody that is suffering from post traumatic stress, to kind of help them build up, get them the resources they need, but just to kind of build that community, build those individuals up that might be needing help, might be struggling, with stress, might be struggling with just or an injury, struggling with the loss of family members, the loss of the soldiers that they've known all their careers, anything like that. So it's a great project, nonprofit that is just starting out, just getting into the community and getting a lot of big things seem to be coming up for that one. So I'm really excited to keep an eye on it, keep an eye on where it goes, and hopefully be involved in it, get more involved in it, not just to just to help the company out itself, a nonprofit, but just to be able to meet other veterans, meet others that may have gone through some of the same things I have gone through, a lot of things probably that I haven't. They'll be able to share life experiences, and really that's probably the biggest thing that I feel like once veterans get out of the military, or get out and basically just are in the civilian life, you lose a lot of that. You lose that camaraderie. You lose that sense of purpose a lot of the time, and that I guess mission. So a lot of these nonprofits, a lot of these companies, that's why they always they use a lot of the same things. They've from what I've looked up, they use a lot of the same nomenclature, because really you got to be moving. Life is all about moving forward. You shouldn't be dwelling in the past. You shouldn't be stuck in previous experiences. You should take those. You should acknowledge them for what they were. Don't necessarily give them the power to rule your life, but don't forget about them altogether. And as the saying goes, if you're those who forget history are doomed to repeat it, and it goes for your own personal life. Your past experiences are your history, and you definitely shouldn't forget about it, but you don't stay there. You can leave behind the things you've gone through, things you've done, whatever, and can always be that better person. So so as I was looking for these three, the ones that kind of stick out to me a little bit, for various reasons. Obviously, like the Oscar Mike, I'm not an injured vet, so it's one that I want to help others that are in that, and hopefully make that outreach to them. And then the other two, the Beteran, the Forge Forward project. Again, I'll have links to them all down below, so you can go check out, see their apparel if you like it. I have a shirt on from Forge Forward, or a hoodie, and I also use their beard oil because makes it soft, makes it silky, makes it look nice. Beteran has a lot of the same things. Oscar Mike, again, a lot of great apparel that all goes to a good cause. It helps build that community, helps give them the funding they need to provide that outreach and to provide that support that they need. And I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping these companies do make a difference. I'm hoping they continue to make a difference, and I'm hoping that that I can help be a part of it. So again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps out. Especially, let's try to bring as much outreach as we can. As a veteran community, we need to build each other up, and hopefully this does help it all. Not just in my passion of gaming. That's what I'm going to focus on in terms of trying to help out. But then we have all these programs that can, between all of them, we should be able to hit every outlook that that we can in terms of veteran community and helping them out. So and until the next time, guys, we'll talk to you later.